session on Women Warrior Rani Abbakka at 500, a Centennial tribute through Enlightening lectures. I request Dr. Veena Santosh Rai, Associate Professor, Department of MBA and Coordinator Women's Cell to escort the dignitaries onto the dais.
Prayer is not for someone to listen, but it is to strengthen your faith in God. I call upon Shama and team to invoke God's blessing through prayer. Kindly rise.
विघ्नेशा तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं विघ्नेशा तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं ताळतंबूरी कैयೊಳಗೆ ವಿಠಲನ ಭಜನೆ ಮನದೊಳಗೆ ताळतंबूरी कैयೊಳಗೆ ವಿಠಲನ ಭಜನೆ ಮನದೊಳಗೆ विघ्नेशा तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं विघ्नेशा तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं लंबोदरने अंबासुतने कविजनप्रियने तव शरणं लंबोदरने अंबासुतने कविजनप्रियने तव शरणं विघ्नेशा तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं विघ्नेशा तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं विघ्नविनाशक तव शरणं
Warm welcome is the key to unlocking hearts. I now request Dr. Veena Santosh Rai to welcome the gathering and introduce a resource person to the gathering.
A very good afternoon to one and all present here. It's wonderful to see such a remarkable turnout today as we gather to celebrate and explore a theme of immense power and inspiration, the women warriors. When we hear warrior, we envision strength, courage, resilience, and an unwavering spirit. Today we delve into these qualities embedded by women across generations and cultures. Women who have not only faced battle but have also championed changes in every sphere of life. From our home communities to the global stage, their story are testament to the human spirit. Now, an event as meaningful and well structured as this is the result of vision, dedication and tremendous hard work by a core team. It's my honor and acknowledge and welcome the key individuals who have the driving force behind today's program. First and foremost, I welcome the president of today's function, Dr. Shankar, HOD, Department of Mechanical Engineering, who also preside over today's program. Sir, your leadership, support and vision are invaluable in enabling initiatives like this flourish. Welcome, sir. I also extend a cordial welcome to our distinguished inaugurator, Dr. Subhashini Srivas, Professor from the Department of Commerce, Mangalore University. Ma'am, we eagerly anticipate your insight. Welcome you, ma'am. It's also my honor to welcome Dr. Ajay S. Joseph, HOD of Department of MBA, for his support and encouragement in all our endeavors. Welcome you, sir. A very special welcome to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Sudha Shetty, Professor, Department of Political Science, Govindas College, Suratkal. She has dedicated 18 years of noble profession of teaching, directing her passion for knowledge and learning towards shaping the minds of countless students. She earned her PhD from Mangalore University, presenting a thought-provoking thesis entitled Socialist Engagement with Indian Democracy under the esteemed guidance of Professor Rajaram Tolpadi, a retired professor at the same university. Her research reflects a deep commitment to understanding the dynamics of democratic framework, an area that continuously resonates with students, scholars alike. In addition to her impressive academic credential, Madam has published several papers in both national and international journals, contributing valuable insights to the broader discourse on politics and society. She has also served as an NCC officer at her college, showcasing her dedication not only to education, but also to the personal and leadership development of youths. Her commitment to sharing knowledge extends beyond her scholarly contribution. She has participated as a resource person and guest in more than 15 programs, demonstrating her willingness to engage with a diverse range of topics and audience, fostering a culture of learning and dialogues among her peers and students. Today, we look forward to gain from her insights and experience. We are excited to hear her perspective, which I am sure will enlighten and inspire all of us. A warm welcome to you, ma'am. I also extend a hearty welcome to Mrs. Asha Lata, Professor, Department of BPT, Srinivas Institute of Management Studies, Bangalore. Welcome you, ma'am. We also extend our sincere appreciation and a warm welcome to all the respected members of KRMSS. Your presence and support are invaluable to us today. Welcome to all. And of course, it's my distinct privilege to welcome my wonderful colleagues, the dedicated staff and our bright students of Srinivas family. Your enthusiasm makes events like this truly special. A warm welcome to you all. So let us prepare to be inspired to reflect and to celebrate the formidable spirit of women warrior. Thank you all for being here. Let's embark on this empowering journey together. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Like a garden in full bloom, your presence brings beauty and life to this gathering. I request Shama to florally welcome the guest of today's function, Dr. Subhashini Srivas, Professor of Department of Commerce, University College, Mangalore. I request Kritika to florally welcome the guest of today's function, Dr. Sudha Shetty, Department of Political Science, Govindasa College, Suratkal. I request Srinidhi to florally welcome the guest of today's function, Mrs. Asha Lata, Professor, Department of BPT, Srinivas Institute of Management Studies, Mangalore. Thank you.
A little bit of light dispels a lot of darkness. Now I request the dignitaries to proceed towards lighting of the lamp. Kindly rise. Thank you. Kindly be seated. It's our privilege to invite inaugurator of today's function, Dr. Subhashini Srivatsa, to share her thoughts and insights with us.
President of this function, Dr. Shankar, Speaker, Dr. Sudha Shetty, Coordinator of the Institute of this event, Dr. Veena Rai, KRMSS Coordinator, and my dear friend, Asha, and dear students, and also Dr. Ajay sir from MBA as the HOD. I feel gratitude for two things today. One is for Abbakka, another is the occasion that was been grabbed by KRMSS. The program is the joint venture where both the institutions of the organization feel happy for this thing. That is, we are at Abbakka 500. Rani Abbakka at 500. KRMSS is Karnataka RAJYA MAHAVIDYALAYA SHIKSHAK SANGH at the state level, which is the unit of the national entity, that is Akhila Bharatiya Rashtriya SHIKSHAK SANGH, New Delhi. Yes, it is relevant to know about these two before we start. One is Akhila Bharatiya Rashtriya SHIKSHAK Sangh is the teacher association, basically lying with a philosophy that any education of a country is for the country, that is, education is for the nation, and teacher is for the education, and the society is for a teacher. That is, it has to be pillared with these two things. One is the nation, education, teacher, and the society. That linkage is a philosophy behind this Akhila Bharatiya Rashtriya SHIKSHAK Sangh, which is located and working at two levels, one at the national level, at another at the state level. And to support that, at each state we have these state associations. For Karnataka, it is Karnataka RAJYA MAHAVIDYALAYA SHIKSHAK Sangh, which is working at college level, junior college levels, and at all the institution level, and even at primary level for the teachers. And the learning is a continuous process, it is a lifelong learning, so even the teachers are supposed to learn, and they have to keep imbibing all these values among the students. It is the value building process which has to take place among the students. So now this is relevant for KRMSS to remember Rani Abbakka, the first women warrior of independence at India, who raised against the Portuguese who raised against British rule, and she is the first woman warrior. And also she is Tuluva Rani, it is called Tuluva Rani. Not only Abbakka Rani, she was called as Abhaya Rani. And she was that is even for 230 years when the whole country have surrendered themselves paying the taxes and tariffs for the Portuguese and for the British and for all other invaders. It is only Rani Abbakka from Tuluvanadu who raised against and who was not at all ready to pay, and she ruled for 4 decades. And today is the day that Dr. Sudha is going to speak about Rani Abbakka and why we need to remember and why she matters for us, or why we have to matter for her, because definitely there is a lot from Rani Abbakka for us, and that is why KRMS has decided that we have to do with her. Let's remember her, and wishing the best wishes for your valuable time of 1 hour to listen to Dr. Sudha Shetty. I stop here. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insights and wonderful words of wisdom you have given us. I request Dr. Sudha Shetty, resource person of today's function, to share her insights and thoughts with us.
Thank you. Okay, very good afternoon, one and all present here. Respected dignitaries on the dais, senior colleague, my junior colleagues, and all my student friends. One of the most favorite group which is in front of me. Fine. Today's topic, it's historical or courageous action of Rani Abbakka. If I am not wrong, I am the only one who is from the Department of Humanities. Almost all of you are from the different academic group. That is why maybe almost all of us studied about Rani Abbakka when we were in school. And according to me, maybe it is one of the boring subject to almost all of you. Again, if I am not wrong. When this particular topic was given to me, I thought just to speak about the historical path of Rani Abbakka, I don't think it is that much reachable to the young minds which is in front of me. So I thought of realizing the fact of the day. I thought of shifting the same historical path to clubbing this particular point with the concept which we are discussing about. Maybe I'll divide my presentation into 3 parts in a very brief way. One, it is the life sketch of Rani Abbakka, very brief. And next, as Madam said, inaugurator said, why Abbakka is considered as the legendary queen of Tulunadu, and she is, to me, is one of these historical example to the women empowerment. And the last part is, she is role model to the female community of almost all parts of the nation and the world. I think maybe the 75% of the audience and 95% of the guests who are on the dais are from the same community. I am not a strong level of feminist, but still I have that kind of the sense in me since I also belongs to that particular community. As far as historical move of or life sketch of Rani Abbakka is concerned, she belonged to Chauta family of originally Mudbidre, and she has become the queen of Ullal and it is one of the subsidiary territory of the same Chauta dynasty. She was chosen as the Queen of Ullal. It's because of her family tradition. As you know, she is belonged to a Jain family, that is Chauta family, and the tradition which was followed in that particular family is Alya Santana practice, that is matrilineal tradition, where ancestral throne or property which is passed to the female member of that community or that family. And let me tell you one more thing. She was chosen as the Queen of Ullal not just because she is from that particular community, she had that kind of courage to lead her dynasty. Maybe right from her childhood, she was trained in almost all those kind of military activities. It is horse riding, archery, it is sword fighting and many other activities, maybe which was like she used this kind of like training during her like struggle against Portuguese. And one more positive point in her, that maybe it's because of her family influence or the cultural values what she had in her family, it made her to develop inclusive outlook. Though she belongs to Jain family, she developed that kind of coordination and harmonious relationship with the Hindus, the Muslims, the Christians of the same locality. That is what inclusive outlook is all about. Fine. Even after 500 years, we are remembering Rani Abbakka just for one particular cause. What is that? That is, as Madam said, she is the first female fighter, freedom fighter of Tamil Nadu as well as India. We have read in social studies that First War of Indian Independence was started in the year 1857, where the Sepoys of India resisted against British. That is what known as Sepoy Mutiny. But during 16th century itself, Abbakka Rani opposed her surrender to Portuguese, and she staunchly opposed extension of their colonialism in her territory. That is what the kind of resistance against the foreign invaders, and she opposed to pay tribute to the Portuguese. Fine. We'll come to the next part. With this very brief historical note, I will come to the second part of the words. That is Abbakka Rani as a historical example of women empowerment, the topic which we are discussing in almost all parts of the world. Okay. I'm not that much supportive to the concept called women empowerment. I don't think that we need someone to give a platform where we could excel. We are creating platform so that we could excel in the all field where we are working. Still, women empowerment is just to create awareness among the women regarding her very existence, if I am not wrong. Let me tell you why Abbakka is one of the historical examples to the women empowerment. And I'll clarify this particular statement. One is her leadership in a patriarchal family. We are talking about Abbakka of 16th century, where there was very rarely women used to hold position in politics as well as in military field. And then Abbakka was the queen of Ullal. So this kind of leadership make us to think that maybe Abbakka is not maybe, Abbakka is one example to women empowerment. I will give you the second statement, that is her resistance to foreign rule. I told you this in the initial part that she strongly opposed foreign rule in India and she very courageously defended her land. And this kind of leadership which shows that women are also capable enough to defend their nation and their, if not nation, their own area or the dynasty. And second is military command and strategy. That is, I told you that it's because of her family tradition she was chosen as a queen of Ullal, but she was not a nominal queen. She utilized almost all the power which was in the list of the queen of any dynasty. And her leadership make us to think that the Abbakka is one example to the historical example to the women empowerment. And one more, at this part also I told you, that is unity and inclusiveness. After understanding that kind of military strength of Portuguese, she realized that it is necessary for me to get the support of the remaining religions or the remaining people who were there with her in her own locality to fight against the foreign force. And this type of collective progress also shows that she is one of the historical example to the women empowerment. After studying all this, to me, or it is according to Abbakka, empowerment is not just breaking the barriers, and it is leading a team for a purpose, and it is for courage, and it is for vision. And the next is Rani Abbakka as a role model to the feminist community as a whole. Why? Defender of her land. I told you that her way of resistance shows that women are also in all that kind of capability to protect their land. And second, her leadership, I told you that she ruled Ullal with fairness and wisdom, and it shows that her leadership break one of the stereotype that the general expectation about the work of women, the role of women, it is role of women, correct? And it breaks that stereotype that the governance and administration and that military strategy which was recognized as the male domain, where she could also organize that kind of military strategy. And one more, she proved that women can be a force of peace, it is force of harmony and collective progress. The way how led the whole community which was here near her, this dynasty. And to me, above all this, she is a symbol of feminist strength. Why? See, she expanded or widened the power of women, the role of women from domestic sphere to all those external activities in which Abbakka was involved and all of us are involved in. We are speaking about the dual role of women, and it was proved long back where Abbakka played her role as the part of family and as the protector of the people or the citizens of our this dynasty. And to conclude, I told you about the defending of her land. I will tell you one thing, one incident, what has happened in her life. She was married to Lakshmappa Bangarasa, the part of the one who belongs to one of the dynasties which was there in Mangalore. it was not just a marriage, it was not just a family bond. It was organized to establish that kind of alliance between two dynasties, that is Ullal, the dynasty of Ullal and dynasty of Mangalore, to protect their land. But it was short-lived. Why? There was a kind of misunderstanding between husband and wife on the issue of their support and opposition to Portuguese extension in their locality. Her husband supported, or he was in favor of alliance with Portuguese, but Abbakka very strongly opposed this kind of alliance, and she led series of battles against Portuguese. Maybe this is one of the courageous decision taken by Abbakka, and she left her husband, came back to her dynasty and started her administrative role. This is more than enough to explain that courageous path of Rani Abbakka. And I'll conclude my words with three important statements. One is, she is a symbol of resistance, where we are recognizing her as a courageous queen. We have number of her statues, not only in Mangalore, in different parts of India. This is one of the proud part even to us, since we also belongs to this beautiful Tulunadu. And second, she is even today recognized as a cultural icon of Tulunadu. Why? Every year we are celebrating Rani Abbakka Utsav at Ullal. This is a great kind of remembrance of Rani Abbakka. And one more, in addition to this is commemoration that the Coast Guard named one of its security force, that is patrol vessel, as ICGS Rani Abbakka, and maybe this is one kind of inspiration to the young generation, how you can also involve in this kind of patriotic path. With this, let me congratulate this institution for organizing this kind of program, where always you are involved with professional kind of actions. So I congratulate the management and the organizers for organizing this program here. And I also thank KRMSS for giving me one opportunity to be the part of this particular program. And last, I wish all the bright to the young minds which is in front of me. I was very much impressed by the kind of attitude what you have showed as soon as I entered this particular this hall. The kind of prayer what you have rendered and the way of your gesture, it was surprising kind of action from the students from this particular institution. So once again, a happy moment for me. So I wish you a bright future. Let name and the fame of this institution spread all over India and all over the world. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Inspiring words can change lives, spark movements. I now request the president of today's function, Dr. Shankar, HOD, Department of Mechanical Engineering, to deliver the presidential address.
Eldrigu Namaskara, good afternoon to everyone. Inaugurator of today's program, Dr. Subhashini, resource person Dr. Sudha Shetty, and the coordinator, organizer of Asalata Madam, coordinator of this program, Dr. Ravina Madam, my colleagues, and dear students. the centenary celebration of Rani Abbakka, the 500 years of the Veera Rani Abbakka, we call. As you, many of our students are also from various domains. Need not be, many of you are from arts or commerce background, and some may be from science background. So we all know the history. There is a word of mouth we can say. We should not forget our roots, because that is going to help us to scale higher in our life. And probably these kind of activities where for a brief 1 hour or so at least we try to remember the freedom fighters, especially in this occasion a woman freedom fighter who is not only inheriting her property, the domain, or what we can say the kingdom, but also she is a good leader who has collaborated with various other, maybe the nearby kings, and also she was a warrior par excellence. Now these history, when we go back and try to listen, it will show us some light, because the generation what we are at, the time we are at, we are always believing that what is there in our smartphone or what is there in the internet is the truth. Sometimes, of course, there are information available in the internet, but more of the information is maybe written or maybe delivered in a way which is convenient to me. So that is the reason historians always play a major role in the development of the country and the generation. So this lecture, maybe this is the 7th lecture of this 100 lectures you are planning. So I should congratulate the KARNATAKA RAJYA SHIKSHAK SANGH and the Mangalore University and the University College and all the associated institutions for bringing this kind of change. We are all occupied in a busy life. For students especially it is class, we have the assignments, workout, then the exams, again the classes commence, and we are just having this period of our maybe 2 years of post-graduation or maybe the 3 to 4 years of undergraduate studies. We just tend to forget what we studied earlier, the history. Histories can be made only by experience, and that is the reason this session on Rani Abbakka and in turn the woman empowerment. The resource person told today she is not completely agreeing with the term woman empowerment. There is somebody should not give the power and try to make them powerful. They create their own space, very rightly said. Maybe the Operation Sindhura, or maybe in every domain we see that the women are taking their space. It's theirs. Somebody is not giving it, gifting it. Even the industry, when we come to the industry also, they are also required. For example, being a mechanical engineer, we have the marine department here, and earlier it was only the merchant navy was only the dream of boys. Now we have every year at least 5 to 6 cadets, the women cadets. So they are graduating from our college and they are pursuing their GM and they are sailing now. So that is a change, we can say the visible change. Nobody is forcing them. Nobody is forcing, they are taking their opportunity and they are scaling that height. So every woman try to reinvent probably by getting the aspiration or inspiration from the history as well as the current situation, so that we can build a strong nation, because always it is a family, the nation is a family. So always when we have the balancing act is coming, it is only the woman, because we men tend to think that okay, whatever work we are doing, maybe the profession, that's our job, and looking at the home or maybe the kids, it's a part of the other gender. The times have changed, the women are also taking the other side, so it's our responsibility to, see that this empowerment is, growing in a professional way in that sense, so that we also take responsibility in the household work, and so that the women warriors of the current age can scale higher, achievements they can do and try to bring good name and laurels to the country. I am representing the principal due to busy schedule of a prayer meeting he could not attend. He has thanked the organizer for arranging this program, and he has conveyed his best wishes for the women empowerment program. This is a women cell of our institute. They have organized this program. So we are very happy that at least they are having programs which open up minds. It's not only for the girls to learn women empowerment, even for other gender also. So I should thank Professor Veena Madam and her team of the Women Cell of SIT for making such programs a reality. All in all, I hope that this session of the day brings us some more hopes and some more, way forward to look things differently and try to be an empowered nation. So thank you one and all for patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring words. Every gift comes with love and gratitude, a token of appreciation. I request the president of today's function, Dr. Shankar, to present the memento to the dignitaries. Dr. Subhashini Srivastava, Professor, Department of Commerce, University College, Mangalore. To Dr. Sudha Shetty, Department of Political Science, Govindasa College, Suratkar. To Mrs. Abbakka, Professor, Department of VIBHAG, Srinivas Institute of Management Studies, Mangalore. Thank you, sir. Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. I request Professor Malika, Assistant Professor, Department of MBA, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good afternoon to one and all gathered here. Distinguished guests, esteemed speakers, faculty members and my dear students, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our speakers for delivering an inspiring and thought-provoking speech on women warriors, Centennial tribute to Rani Abbakka. My sincere thanks to our respected principal, Dr. Srinivas in his absence for his continuous support, encouragement. His leadership and guidance have always been instrumental in all our academic endeavors. We extend our sincere gratitude to our President of today's function, Dr. Shankar KS, HOD Mechanical Department, for his support and compelling presidential address. Thank you, sir. My sincere thanks to inaugurator Dr. Subhashini Srivastava, Professor from the Department of Commerce, Mangalore University. Your words have empowered us, challenged our perspective and celebrated the strength and resilience of women throughout history. We are grateful for your time, expertise and passion. Thank you, ma'am.
very special thanks to our esteemed resource person, Dr. Sudha Shetty, Professor, Department of Political Science, Govindas College, Surathkal. Thank you for being with us. A word of special thanks to Mrs. Ashalata, Professor, Department of BPT, Srinivas Institute of Management Studies, Mangalore. I would like to thank you for her gracious presence. Thank you, ma'am. We also extend our sincere gratitude to the entire KRMS team for organizing such an event here. Thank you. A special thanks to our HOD, Dr. Ajay Joseph, and faculty members of various departments. Thank you for being here and making this session meaningful. Thank you. Finally, I express my gratitude to our students, technical team and office managers for their support in making this event successful. Thank you. Let's continue to draw inspiration from the stories of women warriors and strive to create a more inclusive and equitable world. Thank you again to our speakers and the entire team for making this event possible. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we come to an end of the formal program. I now request Dr. Veena Santosh Rai, Associate Professor, Department of MBA, to escort the dignitaries of the days.